Pipsqueak is a theatrical cartoon logic style. It fits mainly with cartoonish characters, similar to Deep Squeak. This style is not bad for the authenticity of the characters, and it doesn't make them out of character, but it puts them in a world that's not theirs. And it becomes awkward when the character is grounded or serious. Pipsqueak was removed all of a sudden for users, and later they brought it back, but some users still don't have it. Pipsqueak is a narrative style. The user is expected to follow the story as it unfolds. It runs with your words through the story itself, unlike Neon style that runs with your words inside the character, as I explained in part 1. For example, Boogaloo is a baby monster girl. If you make a head pat gesture, the story will take turn to slice of life narration. But because I mentioned her sharp teeth, the story took a whole different turn, and the story is narrated like this. I laid on the sofa, leaving her sleeping at night. After a while, I heard hissings and faint noises coming from her room. When checking, she's asleep and everything is normal. Going back to the sofa, and the same thing happened again, but this time with faint movement flickering across the walls. I checked again, only to find her sitting upright, with her eyes locked on the wardrobe. And then she warned me not to open it. At that moment, a shadowy figure murmured near my ear, "Open it if you dare." The events were making an eerie atmosphere. Upon opening the door, a small pixie with glowing red eyes appeared, trying to negotiate over the baby's safety, turning this story into psychological horror. The words you say trigger the narration, and the narrative is talking in parentheses that feels there's a third person inside the story. Even if you try and change the direction, like "I slept peacefully that night," the narration quietly pulls you back to its story, leaving you with only two choices left: to rewind or to play along. That can be unusual, especially for young users, so I thought that's the reason behind its removal. But on iOS devices, it was never deleted, so maybe there's another reason. You can manipulate any style you want, even if you are not in Pipsqueak mode, if you write your guidelines inside the editable memory to not break the immersion. I personally write, "Favor unexpected responses over predictable ones when the moment allows it." In this case, instead of characters' AI default and predictable response, my stomach growls upon hearing food. Watch how the response dodges the obvious. This way, you stay in your home style and get the benefits of Pipsqueak style. I also write no tragedy unless canon, because character AI often leans on tragedy to fill in blanks, and that can be tiring to hear. As for fill in blanks, it's creative but sometimes random way of bridging the gaps in a story. In this one, I was asked a riddle. I have a mouth but cannot speak. I have a bed but cannot sleep. I have a head with no thoughts, and I come alive with a touch. Who am I? And the answer, of course, is the river. But Virus VR played along and didn't point out that my answer was wrong. Unlike talking to a program from the early 2000s, you ask X and the answer is Y. Thank you for watching. In the next part, I won't be focusing on examples or features. I will be looking at patterns and what they quietly encourage.